So this car came into stock today. I went down to Gloucester about 3 weeks ago to see it and examine it as a part exchange for a car we were selling, and it was quite late at night, very deep into lockdown. Didn't get the opportunity to really do a full appraisal, although I was assured by the previous owner that it was a really good car to run. I was able to start it, listen to the engine, etc. But I drove it for the first time this afternoon, and my goodness me, it's really rather special. One of the main reasons for that, apart from the fact that it was a good quality restoration overall, is the fact that it's got this rack and pinion steering system and a really nice 4-speed all-synchro Jaguar gearbox with overdrive. So the car was originally supplied to an American writer here in the UK who ordered it for personal export. It got that original number allocated in Coventry, UDU 995. It was exported to the United States in left-hand drive form. Later it returned and it was reallocated its original UK number. We're showing 55 psi, which is quite high actually for a Jaguar. I mean, they only need to have 40 psi at 3000 RPM, but that shows it's a really healthy engine. So now I'm just going to go over the railway crossing. We're now in 3rd gear, and we've got a bit of temperature in it, so we'll open up. And it's so precise. Note I'm not moving the steering wheel at all. And that's 4th gear overdrive. And that's it, national speed limit. I've got the window open because it's a very hot day, so it's obviously slightly more wind noise than you'd normally have. I'll close it so you can hear what it's like without. It's pretty quiet really, not excessive in terms of wind noise. But it was being 27 degrees today, so I need it open. So I've had so many XKs over the years, and I was privileged once to own the only XK150 fixed head to have ever completed the Monte Carlo Rally, which was a 1955 XK140 that did it in 1958, I seem to remember. And I took that car to the 50th anniversary of the XK in 1998. There were hundreds of XKs gathered together. And although it was a very notable car with its Monte Carlo Rally plates, I have to say it wasn't a pleasure to drive. It was you know, there was nothing you could say, oh, was really wrong with it, but it just didn't feel together. I certainly didn't enjoy the drive of it like I would enjoy this. This is just absolutely lovely to drive. And as you can see from the very little steering correction I'm doing, the steering's superb. Quickly put it through its paces on the drive back to West Napton. Now she's hot. We have an idling oil pressure of 25 psi, which is terrific. When I say she's hot, she's at operating temperature now. How fantastic is that? I'm not going to tell you what the speed is. It will be incriminating evidence. But put it this way, I'm certainly going to brake for this bend. Oh, it's a joy. It's an absolute pleasure. There's a guy in a modern Astra behind me who's disappearing into the distance, wondering what on earth was that. And as you can see, I'm having some fun. Yeah, it's a car you could really cruise with. You can't see what's coming ahead, but there's the red flashing lights of the railway crossing, so I'm going to have to just pull in for a bit. And as you can see, it's got a beautiful red leather interior, very nice quality carpet set. It's equally well trimmed in the rear, and the headlining's what you'd expect from a good quality restoration. And one of the things I always look out for is to see if they've had a new wiring harness at the time it was restored, and indeed this particular car has. Very nice and flat down the sides, good door fit. The paintwork is good, bright, shiny. There are a few minor imperfections, but it's certainly good enough to show, and I would give it sort of 8.5 out of 10. Love the black wheels, they really set it off well, give it a really attractive look. It's been fitted with a good quality set of tyres, in fact the highest quality that you can get. Not everybody chooses to put radial tyres on these type of cars, but they do make for a much nicer, smoother ride and ultimately a bit more grip. And what's happened here is that the owners fitted a set of Avon turbo steels which have a high speed rating, and I would say in terms of cost that's about as much money as you could possibly spend on tyres for a Jaguar XK. And there we go, a quick view down this side, and as you can see, the panel work's lovely. It's a really very pleasant car.